Hello and welcome. Today I'm on GT Sport again. This time I was just thinking I could do some fun racing in sport mode, because there is a lot of really close racing in sport mode, and I think that they did a really good job designing that part of the game. So before we get started, I do want to test if my mic is actually working again, because I just want to do that test every time now, because I don't want to get in that sort of corner where it's not really working where it doesn't work for the whole video. So I'm just gonna do that check really quickly here, and then we'll get started. Alright, well, my mic is working right now, so let's get started here. I was thinking first we would tackle the one-make race around the Kyoto Driving Park, which has been up for quite a while, I think. It's a one-make race with the Hyundai Genesis, so what color? What color should I do? I don't know. We'll use just Scuba Red. And we're up to Sport Soft Tires, so do some qualifying here as well. The thing I like about one-make races, there's not too much biasness, you know, like in the car setup and everything. It's very well balanced, so you have some really close racing. It's a lot more about the driver than it is necessarily your car setup or whatnot. So see, there's a couple times here, they're vastly different, so there's some friend rankings. 157 is the fastest. So, kind of interested to see what I can get out of this car. Before we do that, I'll turn the traction control off. I never like traction control. Can't adjust any of the setup, though. Not even the brake balance. Be very interesting to see. Or can I adjust the brake balance? Traction control. I can adjust it. I don't know why I turned the force feedback down very recently right now, so oh gosh. No steering whatsoever, it didn't seem like. Turn the volume up just a little bit, it's hard to... Sometimes I just don't think there's that much force feedback in the wheel. It kind of feels a bit dead to me, the settings I have right now, but I'll keep on trying it. I'm actually turning that to 2. It's just not, the car just doesn't like rotate under entry at all. The rumble strip feels pretty good, but I'm still just not 100% convinced on the force feedback. In pretty much any other respect. Especially in the likes of Assetto Corsa still. And I don't think it's an unrealistic game. I definitely don't think it is. I definitely think there is some cool force feedback going through the wheel at times, but I definitely think I like the driving physics. Like the line you take around the track makes a pretty big difference in like your lap time. I like that, because some games I feel like they don't get that right. Like you can completely mess up the racing line and still get a good lap. This, oh gosh. This you can't. You mess up a racing line and you're way off the pace. But of course, it does penalize the crap out of you. Even during qualifying. I don't think I'm going to gain any time by cutting that corner. Okay, it's like I'm off the gas and the brake. What more do you want? Which slowed the... I'll get used to this force feedback eventually. Because lighter... I don't know, I personally think I want a little bit more force feedback for the wheel. I'm gonna go back to that. I know, like, too much is bad, but, like, right now, there's just nothing through the wheel at all. Like, I can't feel anything, literally. It's like I'm driving on air or something. Turn out like the 6. Maybe I'll turn that on 4. And I'm not one that likes heavy force feedback. Alright, I might turn the torque back down, because this is pretty heavy torque now, but... yeah, I think... I'm still experimenting with the feedback a little bit. Because... I think if I can maximize that... try that. Try back down to 3. I have that on 6. Because I like lighter steering, don't get me wrong. I like my steering a lot lighter than most people do. But I also don't like it dead. Like, if the car is losing front traction, I want to know that. And you should know that through the steering pretty easily, and I'm just not getting that sense as much as I should. Turn! I guess that's not really an option. This car doesn't have as much traction as I'd like it to. Let's try this view. Steering's incredibly light right now. But I know real car steering, with like power steering and everything in cars these days, in real life it's pretty light too. It's not that bothers me as much as sometimes there's just not that much feeling of road feel. But, like, in Project Cars, there isn't that much either compared to, like, Assetto Corsa. But, let's try to get used to this. I feel like I can overturn the wheel. Like, I do that, the car should, if I did that, the car would not do that in real life. No way. I just cranked the wheel over really hard. The car wouldn't do that. It just wouldn't in real life. Especially if I'm on the gas. If I'm on the brake, I can see maybe, because you get all that weight on the front tires. But I was like hard on the gas. And I was already understeering. I don't know how that's possible. Assetto Corsa, I just lose traction and plow off the road. Which, you know, you overturn the car. That's what happens if you overturn those front tires. This corner. You want to apex it a lot later than you think you want to. What about now? Tires in race cars squeal way too much in this game. That's the other issue I have. In terms of the driving, it's just completely ruins your sense of how much traction the tires have. Road cars, they do squeal a lot more, but I still think they got a little carried away. Even when you're like, even when you have plenty of grip, they still squeal like crazy. It's like there's 4 pigs under your car. I mean, literally. Ooh, oversteer. This Hyundai is actually not a bad handling car. I put like... One time I modified one of these to make like a bunch of horsepower. I had like well over 500, maybe even 600 out of it at one point. And it was just, it's insane. It's all uncontrollable is what it is. Even with some good suspension tuning, or, well, some okay suspension tuning. Probably if it's from me, yeah. I had 2:01.3 my first lap. I'm gonna try see how it's attacking these corners. It's kind of tricky with this car because it's got a lot of understeer, but yet at the same time. I'm still learning this car a lot. I'm not very good with it, I don't feel like. It's got potential to be really fast, but I turn in a lot sooner there than you think you have to. Alright, yeah, 2 minutes and 45 before this race starts. Maybe we'll get a couple more laps in. I'm gonna want to try, actually. No, I'll keep going. I was gonna put the cones up, I don't have that much time. Ooh, I broke too late. Clearly. Woo, okay. I hate it when I teleport you to the racetrack. That's just a bad invention. The cars don't do that in real life, in case you're wondering, Polyphony. I'm sorry, I know I keep going on about that, but that's ridiculous. Cars shouldn't teleport back to racetracks. That's just... And it puts you to a complete stop, too. It's almost faster if I just get back on the track. So it's not like it really makes you any faster either. I think it's just... It's there for no good reason, in my opinion. Alright, well, should be pairing us up with a room now. We're number 7. Should be lucky, lucky number 7 here. So it puts me third in qualifying. And there's 12 people. I could definitely get a 2 minutes, 0.7 out of this car. And what do you know? Pretty much every other person picked the color red. I'm turning that down to 5. This car has a lot of entry understeer. I was about to do the same exact thing that that guy in front of me did. Alright, so here we go. Start the race here. Alright. This is the part where I shut up. Darn, that was a good race. I tried. But he was good. And you know what though? That was a fun race, and that's really what matters. I don't care if I lost. It was a clean race, and it was good. There was no contact whatsoever that whole race, which is awesome. I'm very surprised. Because there was a lot of really close. I was trying to figure out, thinking ahead, like, you know, how do I set him up for the corner? I still couldn't figure out a way to do it. If I'd had a little bit more time, I probably could have, but... Because I definitely had a little bit more pace than he did, but... there wasn't an area where I could set up a pass. But... I'm definitely saving that replay, because there's a lot of really close racing there. No contact, though. That's what I like. He totally deserved the win, too. Like, it was a well-deserved one. And I got exactly enough for a driving marathon. It was like not even half a second in there. See what car I got. What? I don't get a car. Darn. I think I'll do that race again. That was a fun race. Yeah, actually I take that back. I'm gonna do probably... I can do Group 4 at Suzuka, why not? And I'll enter my Porsche. Because that is a good car. Two 18s, I think I can easily. I forgot to save the replay of that race, darn. I was gonna do that, but I never did. Oops. Oh well. So let's look at Suzuka here. Messed that up quite a lot. Oh crap. Whoa. To this camera, I think I'll try that. Field of view's a little better on this camera. I cut that really badly. But how does that gain me any time? Oh, don't you dare give me more time. Still 2:08. Oh my, 2:21. There you go. There's the time to beat. Not very good. I'm already 10th down on this lap. I'll try to hit that corner a little harder. Maybe I hit it a little too hard there. I could have hit that a lot better. Lost a lot of time there. Could have gotten the power a little sooner, I think. It's quite a tight corner. It's hard to get right. Pretty good exit there. Made up a lot of time. It's not a bad start, but I can certainly do better. Jeez, that was actually slow. No. Come on. Lovely. You don't need to do that. I'm not. What? Like, I'm actually gonna keep driving if you teleport me back to the racetrack. Alright, let's keep pushing here. And find every single 10th of a second here. So the biggest tip I can give to anybody who's learning how to do this sort of thing, don't coast. Coasting is really bad in racing. And on a road, it's a good thing. It saves you gas. But on a racetrack, that's bad because you want to either be transferring weight to the rear or the front of the car. You don't want that sort of... When you're braking, you're transferring weight to the front of the car. When you're on the gas, you're transferring weight to the rear. You don't want to be coasting. You either want to be on the power or on the brakes. That's why like double footing definitely helps. Really. Let's be able to get on the power sooner, and it helps prevent some of that coasting time a lot too. There's ways to do it with just one foot as well, but it's easier I think if you double foot. As in, like, using both feet, like, as in using, like, the your left foot, or your right foot for the gas, and your left foot for the brake. The gearing in this car is gonna drive me nuts, though. Oh, no, 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 no. Darn. I tried to get it back in, but the car just wouldn't let me. Also, you want to look up really far down the racetrack. I have a really big problem with doing that. I gotta get in the habit of that. Because you'll judge your corners way better. And your throttle points too. Which, when you get on the power, that's everything in driving. Oh, I short shifted it there. Could have been a lot faster. Oh, too late. Can turn it in soon enough. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you stupid. I hate those slippery spots. No way. There's no way I did that. Oh yeah, I screwed that corner up last time too. That's why I'm gaining some time back. Alright. Slips off a little bit. Easing into that corner. It's a great way to hit that corner. That was a 214 and I really screwed up that corner really badly. There's a lot of time to be taken off that lap. I know there's a potential 212 from this car. Oh crap. See, I thought that was actually not a bad exit. I'm still apparently going slower. But there is lots of time to be taken off the lap. Oh man, it cut me off. I wasn't even looking at how much time I had left. Oh man, that was a good lap too. You should have at least let me finish that lap up. Darn. Well, that would be like at the back of the pack in terms of qualifying, but whatever. I'll just have to push my way through. I hate being at the back though. It's never fun to try and do that, but. No matter how hard it is, I'm just not gonna give up. Just keep going. I'm still kind of more towards the front of the pack, which is interesting. I have potential like 212 out of this car. I know I've done 212s on this track in this car. Maybe even a low 212, high 211. You're not technically supposed to go past that white line, but I think everybody else is, and there's nobody else approaching for that corner. Other thing I might try and do. No, I don't want to mess with my fuel mapping. Brake balance. Turn on like -1. I'll try that because that seemed to work better. This is kind of a bit of chaos. Kind of like organized chaos. Those two words don't really go together, do they? It's more just chaos, really. Oh gosh. I'm not paying attention myself. Alright. Alright. Missed that apex. That was okay, I still missed the apex though. Well, this is the part where I shut up and focus on racing, so I'll tell you how it goes. See, this is the kind of luck I get. Can I get back on the track? I'm getting people's way, but that's a bad place to go off. I had to hit just a little bit of grass, too. Darn. tell you what my problem was this whole race. I was trying to push way too hard. Although that one time with this stupid little bit of grass just spun me out. Oh my gosh, that was just irritating. I had first place in the bags there, totally. I totally should have got around him, but one little piece of grass, that's all it takes. I was going a little overly aggressive though, completely for that one. I was trying to calm down a bit. Whew. Still managed third out of it. I'm not disappointed. But I could have done a lot better. Got a prize car now. What a good gift if I didn't already have it. It likes to give you cars you already have. I don't get that. I don't want two of the same car. That's just lame. It should start giving me cars I don't have. Alright, as much as I'd like to continue on, I just can't. I've had a long day, and, you know, after this, I'm so pooped out. I think that's part of the reason why I was so sloppy in that last race. That's just because I was just so tired out. So, I'll see you next time. If you liked this video, and there was a couple good races I had. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Should at least have a lot more of these in the upcoming weeks here, and then next year I have a lot of really cool videos planned as well. But until next time, I'll see ya. Thanks.